Hey, what's up, Faith Box? Good morning to you guys. If you're watching in the morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, I guess, whatever time you're watching. We are on day 19. Hopefully you've kept up and found this to be super encouraging throughout the month. Hopefully you feel like you're gaining some traction in the midst of your suffering and what you're going through. And today we just have a quote. It's a short quote, but it's a powerful quote. So let's take a look at it and then see what we can take away from it. It says this: character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. And that quote is by none other than Helen Keller. I mean, if there was anyone who knew about suffering, if there was anyone who had endured suffering or gone through something, it would be her, right? You know, she had a whole list of challenges and obstacles and things that she had to work against just to get to a point where she could live everyday life and maybe even enjoy it, let alone leave a legacy and influence where you and I know who she is, at least by name, even if we don't know her entire story. But she said, you know, some really profound things here. The character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. You know, there's a point to that. We don't really get stronger if we're not tested. We don't really get, better if we're not tried or challenged. And so character can't really be cultivated when things are comfortable or convenient or easy. Character is tested when things are stretched. She goes on to say, only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. And I like that last part, because if you think about anything that you want in life, you see, we talk about suffering a lot of times in the context of like physical suffering or questions about wondering, what's happening, what's going on. But it's not just, kind of our bodies or our minds or spirits that suffer, but it's, the work, the things. If you work and you have a job or you have a goal or a target that you're trying to hit or achieve, you've got to work to get that. Unless it's something like super easy or super shallow. But if you've got something that's really difficult and something you want to like aspire toward, you got to work to get that, which means you got to make some sacrifices, which means you got to struggle. You probably take a few losses, but her point is still valid, that it's through those struggles, it's through those challenges, it's through that suffering that we can experience success. So hopefully that's an encouragement to you. I'll be on again tomorrow, so hopefully you tune back in and let us know in the comments if there's anything that we can do for you or any way that we can pray for you. Thanks. See you then.